Hi, and welcome to our channel. John Gersoy is with us right now. He is our customer relationship manager. Today we've got hell of a question about cabins, and you are willing to reply them all. So, can you give us some general information about our cabins?
Well, we are a cabin manufacturer. We have been doing this over 40 years and over 400 cabins we have built so far. So we manufacture cabins and sometimes we do the assembly and sometimes we do it for other firms, usually construction firms. Starting from last year, we start shipping them overseas, usually to United States. And this video is for English speaking customers we have that they can ask their questions and learn their frequently asked questions answers before they reach us. I hope this will help them too.
All right, tell me please. Do we choose country to offer our services?
Well, we do offer services in Turkey, obviously, and to United States, since we have built a couple of cabins there so far. So from now, our count is 8, and currently we have another 6 going there. And we are working with various international shipping companies, and they offer shipping to lots of different destinations. But for our side, it's very important that if the job has continuity, so if they have other builds, this isn't just not order one build. And if the country is safe, then we are eager to extend our services there too. So pretty much anywhere in the world that have access to international shipping companies reach, we would like to go there and sell our kits to there, and if possible, for initial assemblies, we go there for the guidance for the first ones so they can get going with our system without any major problems.
Let's say I order 4 cabins. What is the lead time? How many days have to pass to get my cabins?
It depends on how much order is currently at our hands during the inquiry, but usually it's about 3 months that we can finish any order, and it isn't that related with quantity. It's usually you just wait a little bit of line. Also, before we manufacture, there's lots of supply chain to be completed. So it's about 3 months for us to be finishing an order at manufacturing stage, and depends on your location. Shipping like East Coast of states, it's about 35 days, where the West Coast is about 75 days. So and depends on where you are, the shipping time gets a little bit different, but usually we complete order at our side 3 months and plus the shipping.
We're talking about for the state, right? United States of America, I mean.
This one is for US and all other places. It depends on about how much shipping it takes from a freight to come to you, or if it's a land shipping, how much time it consumes to get to you. But we can learn that a very good estimates when you send us a mail about this. We can learn how much time it gets to you and how much it costs you to be there. Usual rent is about 1 to 2 months for worldwide, but this depends on your location, since the world is very big, and lots of different locations with lots of different services. So currently we are working mostly for US, so we are very sure about how much time it takes there. And for other places, you can just send an inquiry and we will be responding that with a very accurate information.
All right. Could you please give us some info about our products? Who are these cabins for?
Well, we manufacture cabins mostly for commercial purposes. So our main customer base is either hotels or Airbnb services, and some residential ones too, but mostly we are doing for commercial ones. And what we do is trying to get you a cabin kit that includes pretty much everything that can be included and saves you time, money, effort, while keeping a very high quality cabin. In the assembly zone, our aim is keeping it as less time as it can be, while giving you a very good cabin with a very affordable price.
Well, what's in the kit?
Well, it's too many things in the kit, but so you can get a mail to us and we can give you a detailed list. But what mainly is there, we can call core and shell. That means all the other walls, all pillars and beams, and all inside walls, all joinery, windows, doors, and lofts, So basically it's core and shell of the build, and with that we send you additional list what we can supply add-ons, and it's pretty much the double pane tempered glass and foundation. If you need a wooden foundation, we can do a prefabrication foundation for you, and sometimes kitchen cabinets, and this is all. So we send you a list what's in the kits, and it's pretty much the most complete kit ever out there. And with that we supply very feasible add-ons, and most of the time people tend to buy them too. I'm not saying we are the best kitchen cabinet manufacturer out there, but usually they will like to do that because we do them at mass orders very cheaply and with a very good quality. And mostly the glasses and windows are our main attraction point for customers abroad, because prices in this range differ a lot from what we can supply, and locally we supply about maybe 15% of sale price in States. We can supply you glasses, and which is one of the attraction points we have so far.
So you're saying that we're cheap because of the glass and kitchens?
No, I'm not saying, because we are cheap at every point, and for our quality we are incredibly cheap, because Turkey is a very cheap country to be supplying stuff. And also we do that for mass quantities. We manufacture about 70 cabins per year, and we are very efficient on buying stuff. Everything we do, we buy in bulk quantities, and we have very considerable low profit margin. And we like to do this in like just few cabins a year. We would like to build 70 cabins this year, 100 next year, and go on this way, which we do actually for the last couple of years. We managed to manufacture more than the last years. So our price is based on various factors, but most of them are related. We are efficient, and we are bulk buying things, and we are in a considerably cheap country, and we do this a lot. So we do a lot of cabins, and we would like to do a lot more cabins. So that's why we are on the price range comparable to any competitors ours, very cheap. I believe 1/3 of the value. And since I saw some of them, I can clearly say, and we are in very good quality at every department.
Okay, let's talk about some tech stuff. Is the wood treated?
Okay, this is the hardest question I have answered so far, because speaking this is very technical. So all our wood is heat treated, plus we use a special pine, that's Scotch pine, which comes with its own acidic base, which protects you from insects, and most wood habitats don't like to get into it. And plus that, we apply a natural oil and some natural salts to preserve it from outer conditions, and it works pretty well. We have been building for this hundreds of cabins, and it outlasts nearly everything, and it's not chemical. It's very healthy and natural way to prevent food. So it comes with 3 different aspects. First, we use wood that's very unlikely to rot by species term, and most habitants, insects doesn't like it. Plus, we treat it with heat, oil, and salts.
All right. How about the insulation?
Our standard insulation is very high, but since we are building huge amount of cabins in different climates, we ask our customers to give us a build code. Most of the time our standard is above that build code requirements, but if you like more, we can do it, adjust our settings to more. And usually we can fit our cabin standards to anywhere in US is standard build code without any problems. And if there are such adjustments that are needed, we are eager to do them. So give us if you send your technical requirements, your build code, we will adjust for that.
Are the windows double paned?
The windows in standard kits, all windows, all joinery, doors which has windows inside it, all for double pane glasses. And if we are sending the glasses as add-ons, then we will be sending them double pane plus tempered, and most of the time, if the customer wants this, they are tinted as well. So what we send is double pane, tempered, and tinted if we are sending the glass, and all joinery, even if we don't send the glasses, you don't buy the add-on, are for double pane glasses. And all our windows and doors, openable one, are aluminum, and they are insulated aluminum, very high grade. And this is all.
Believe me, it's not. So, are those the cabins? I mean, are those durable?
Well, we have been doing this for a lot of years, as I said before, and nearly all our products are still in use. And so I can easily say, with proper maintenance, very low maintenance, you can expect that to outlive a human lifetime. So you won't be experienced any problem about life expectancy. It will outlast any of us. And they are very durable for the environmental things, and we do everything with statics, and we do a lot of work to be damn sturdy. So apart from very extreme conditions and like natural disasters, you won't be experiencing any problem about anything.
Okay, I got you. Then, what can you tell me about the building process?
Building process starts with the legal prep work, which is if you need a build permit or not. And if you need a build permit, we can supply you with unstamped engineering plans. You can work with a local engineer to check it, and if there are adjustments are needed, we are open for revisions. And when you get your build permit, or if you don't need one, we first make sure about the model you want. We give you basic plans and details about that model, and if everything goes well, and if there are some adjustments may be done, and if there are any demand from your side for adjustments, we talk about that and try to figure a good plan for you how we can do it, because there are some constraints at what can we do without any major change. And we first talk about this, and when we are agreed on the general idea, we get a prepayment for engineering plans and send that to you, and then we give you a date for manufacture and a date for shipping. Then we will take some money for we will take some payment for the manufacturing process, and our last payments are done after we send you a proof of shipment. And when the item's there, when the container's there with your material, and we then supply you for your initial build. If it's a possibility, we would like to be there for you and try to give you guidance for your build.
Okay, John, how do I handle assembly?
Well, comparing with a classical build, ours is very easy, but still it's a building a cabin. So you need some people that have experienced about this. I am not saying you can't do it without experience, but it will be an extremely hard one. So what we are looking for, a crew that have one person is a carpenter that knows how to level things, how to do doors, and general idea about applying the wooden build. And for him it will be one of the easiest build he will ever do, maybe the easiest one. And you will need another person who will have construction experience, and with them you need a third person with can be identified as a muscle guy. So you need 3 persons, one with construction and wood experience, one with construction experience only, and other as a muscle guy for all the builds. So you can build any cabin model we have with 3 persons and with a very short amount of time, if they know how to do things and if we are there to guide it, or if they have an experience with our builds prior that.
About foundation. What type of foundation should they choose for the cabin?
Well, we have built or any type of foundation. It can be a slab foundation, it can be a strip foundation, strip concrete foundation. It can be a wooden foundation, and it can be a metal foundation. So it depends on what's locally available, what's less costly. We can adjust our plans to be built for any of them. And if you need a wooden foundation, we can supply you a prefabricated one. And it will give you some time, and it will depends on your local cost. It can be cheaper than to build it, but it's up to you, and it's up to conditions what you have there.
Let's say I decided to order. How do you handle purchasing and shipping?
If we have a deal and we give you a timeline and we are agreed on a model, you will know your manufacturing time ends, and we charge you 50% at the initial order and 50% more after we send you a proof of shipment. And for shipping, we have access to various shipping companies, and we are working them in good quantities, so you can get a pretty good shipping prices and timeline from that, and their estimates are very efficient on this. So Most in US we can supply you door delivery option, and other places in the world we can supply you the ship until your destination port. So it can be either AXW, so delivery at factory, but most people don't pick that. It can be ship until the port, and or some location, usually in US, we can supply you up to door deliveries. And for United States only, we can do customs for you, behalf of you, and you will know how much to pay the customs and what's your import duties and any other related cost you may encounter. You can learn from us before you order anything, and they are pretty efficient in every station.
And instead of custom-made cabin, why should customer buy a kit?
Well, if you are looking to build a cabin, there's a long road ahead of you, but a kit can shorten that road and give you a very quality options, and if you're buying from us, very cheaper options for everything, and it can get you efficient in your total price, it can get you efficient on what expected at the end, and very efficient on timeline for the total work on the assembly zone to be reduced huge amount of reduce on the total assembly time. So this is why you could buy a cabin kit instead of doing it on the local work, and we are working with a couple of already builders in Turkey and in States that see this is a very efficient way of building for almost all of these aspects.
Here's another for shipping. Should customer buy a container for shipping?
Well, we usually do ship them with containers. In some places, the container can be a rented one. In some places, it's more viable to buy the container. And with your actual shipping location, your door delivery address, if you're looking for United States, and we can give you these options, and you can evaluate which one is better for you. But we are most likely suggesting you to buy the container because it gives you less transloads, and transload is very problematic. Also gives you a good coverage on the assembly zone, so it protects material, and it's also comparing with any other shipment method, it's very cheap because everything you need, most of the things you need, everything de diyebiliriz ama most of the things you need will be coming in one container, and everything will be ready on site, protected, and whatever you lift 80% of time, whatever you lift on the container, the next part you will be using on the assembly. So it will save you lots of time and effort comparing with another shipping methods.
Well, it's the question is coming. How much does it cost?
Okay, how much does it cost? For all our cabin pricing for standard kits, you can check our website. They are very good priced for you. And for any add-ons, we can give you an offer with pricing with add-ons, and depends on where you are, we can give you a shipping price also. So you can check the main prices, the standard kit prices, on the website, and if it gets you interested for more, you can just send us a mail.
And that's all my questions. Thank you for answering them very quickly and detailed. Thank you very much again, John.
Thank you, Gurchay. And if any other questions arise, you can add a comment under this video or send us a mail. So if there are more questions to come, we are eager to answer them with videos like this, or personally we can send you a mail as well.
And don't forget to subscribe our channel and turn on your notifications.
See you guys.